Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Ted Williams, 100 and Ted Williams episode of this favorite sports drama podcast, Double Dose, episode 109. I'm Nathan. Sit over here to my right. It's Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, what's going on, giggly?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's just you always ask me first, so how are you?
Oh, yeah. I'm great. We had a great weekend. We went to Rhode Island, had some great family time. My family was tremendous. Saw baby Tatum. So cute. So delicious.
So little, so chunky,
Yeah,
so perfect.
The whittlest little doser we have.
No, literally, like, Tatum is, like, the cutest baby ever. Like, she's so perfect. Like, she's just, like, you just want to, like, her cheeks are so big. They, like, go, like, they, like, take over her whole face. Like, her little wrist, you can't even see her wrist because it's, like, a little chunk, like. She is so...
She put her Patriots cheerleading outfit on?
No, stop. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Everything. Like, everything she wears. I'm like, fashion star, icon,
right.
superstar, model. Literally. She is the moment.
This is the look.
This is the look. This is the day. Like, she is unreal. She is so freaking cute. And it's like, the moment you, like, don't have her, you're like, you just want to hold her again.
Yeah, it's like, where'd you go?
Where'd you go, Tatum? I missed you so. It's only been 2 minutes since I held you. Please come back to my arms.
Come back to my arms.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
You said your arm was sore from holding her so much.
Yeah, I said that yesterday. My arm was sore. Like, my arm in my pocket here. Like, not your elbow. What the fuck is that? Armpit? But, like, not that part.
In front?
This part. What is that? My shoulder?
Like in here? Or
yeah.
on your shoulder?
Yeah, like in here from like holding.
That's your pec.
Yeah, wait, here, like whatever that.
That's your pec.
Ooh, got it. It's still sore.
Yeah.
Holding that
I start doing the bench in the gym.
She literally like weighs more than like a turkey. Like
I don't think so.
A butterball turkey.
Could be.
That's what I felt like I was holding the whole time. A little butterball.
Yeah.
She's so freaking cute. Yeah.
How are you though? We're recording in the morning once again. We're recording Tuesday morning. You already battled a little bit of adversity. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have a little tummy ache, and but we're coming on the other side. So I have a piping hot tea next to me instead of coffee this morning, which hopefully will serve me well. I will need the coffee at some point because I need to wait. Like I need to wake up. I need my eyes to open.
This is your flu game.
Yes. Oh.
It's like the Jordan flu game.
What does that mean? Oh yeah, exactly. It's my flu game.
And just like Jordan, they say Jordan actually didn't have the flu. He actually got sick from the pizza that he ate the night before.
Oh my God, maybe so did I. He said, So
he was playing the NBA Finals, Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz, and he basically woke up in the morning and was just sick. And they said he wasn't going to play, then he was going to play, then he got on an IV, and basically, like he didn't even warm up. He just went to the stadium or the arena, and he, like you could see, like he just did not look good. He looked like frail and everything in the NBA Finals, and then he ended up just getting it together and balling out.
So you're telling me I look skinny?
Huh?
So you're telling me I look skinny.
You
That's what I'm hearing.
Petite.
You said frail, and I said okay.
Well, the thing is, like,
I'll take it. I'll take the
sitting beside you, like, kind of just disappear.
No, I thank you so much. Yeah, it's the influenza. Yeah, thank you so much. The one I can never say is, and I always have to tell myself I'm like, no, that's not the right way to say it. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's something that starts with a P. Pneuma. Pneumonia. Well, I always say pneuma first because I can't my brain cannot wrap my head around the fact that it's pneumonia like with a P.
Oh, I have
Panoma.
with working in pharmaceuticals now. I have like a big theory on this.
That they do it to confuse you.
Yes, all those things like pneumonia,
Panoma.
or like any of the names for these drugs
Oh my God,
medications.
yeah, right.
They make it complicated so that you can't say it, so that they sound smarter when they say it.
Oh, 100%.
Because
Yeah,
they want you to stumble when you say it, just so they can be like, oh, pneumonia?
No, right. No, Panoma.
Yeah.
But like Panoma was made like so long ago.
Yeah,
right?
but still, the doctors have the same mentality.
100%. Doctors always have the same mentality.
Right. Let me just be. Let me just be smarter than you. No shit, you're smarter than me, asshole. You're a doctor.
No, literally. Yeah, exactly. I'm not a doctor.
Right.
You are.
Right. So like, I know. Just make it like a cold.
Right.
COLD. Like, let's keep it to like 5 letters max.
No, 100%.
Let's do just do a Wordle type of rules here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, okay, sicker.
Yeah. I'm really ill. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm doing fabulous. Need to wake up a little bit, and then we'll be on the road.
Before we saw a little tater tot on Saturday.
Yes.
We watched on Friday night. We watched the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So Friday night, it started as what everyone's been waiting for, which was the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and it was definitely interesting. Like, I think first of all, what a production this thing was. I mean, it was in the Cowboys stadium. Like, it was huge. It was giant. Like, so many people attended. They even said on the broadcast 190 countries tuned in, 60 million people. 60 million Netflix houses were watching, and so they were averaging like 2.5 viewers like a house. So it was like 150 million people were watching, like roughly, I guess they were estimating, which is fucking insane. And they said that that's more than the 2024 Super Bowl, which was like 120 million or 124 million or something like that. Which is crazy considering, like, I'm like, yeah, like, I'll watch it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to watch it. But, like, I would never have known to watch it if it wasn't for our favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose.
So we're here
like,
for.
It's just interesting to me that it's, like, bigger than the Super Bowl, you know? But they had a couple, like we had said last week, I don't know if, you know, everyone tuned into their favorite episodes or anything. When we were watching the like Netflix lead up to it, it was just like, what's gonna happen or whatever. Like, I don't really know. I kind of feel like that was foreshadowing like the outcome a little bit of like they were kind of like hyping it up with like nothing to hype
substance? About.
Yeah, like no substance to hype about. But I do have to say the women's fight that happened before, one, I'll say I really appreciated. Even though I think it's so crazy when the girls fight, that they did like a women's round before theirs. Like, I think that that's very noble. I think that's cool because it's like, I think Jake Paul like was like, no, like they're the baddest motherfuckers here too, you know? And I have to say, like, I mean, he was right. The one had her freaking eyeball was like hanging out practically. Like, I wanted to we couldn't even watch the girls fight. One, because of the buffering. Two, because of the graphics of it all. So I was just like, I can't, like, you couldn't even look at the screen, right?
Yeah, no. This woman's eye. It was
oh my god.
The flap beneath her eyebrow is just hanging.
No, like.
And the commentator said, like, they have to end this fight. Like, this fight's gonna. Like
the doctor needs to come
to stop the fight, and the doctor came in and didn't stop the fight.
First of all, which is like crazy.
She went the distance.
If I want to go to the distance. If that's a Lisa Barlow quote. I cannot talk yet. Again, the coffee, nothing's here yet. The Panoma is really
just lean into it.
I'm trying. But when I saw, like, seriously, like, not even before, like, the first couple rounds before the flap happened, like, with the girls, I was like, she had a gash above her eye, and I was like, it was literally like the parting the Red Sea. That's literally what it looked like. I was like, Noah's Ark is gonna go through on that fucking thing. That thing is deep and it is sideways, and I was disgusted, and I was like, no, oh my God, ew. I'll say one thing, and if anyone's queasy, I'm so sorry because I'm gonna make you throw up. They stuck an entire Q-tip inside of it. Holy shit. I was like, no. We're not watching this anymore. And so we turned away for a little bit. We decided to keep eating, obviously, because that was disgusting of us to eat like savages while all that was going on.
It's tequila mojitos.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes. So good. And, then her fucking flap came down. Oh, my God.
Okay, we have to move on from the flap. Let's just move on. We said it 25 times. We understand the woman's eye was cut. We had to shut it off. We had to turn it off. Like,
it's PT-
what are you trying to do? Some people are people are in the car right now. I'll be like, ugh.
It's PTSD, okay? It's coming up for me. This is how I'm getting through my trauma of what I endured, what I saw with my very own eyes. But yes, we'll move on. Let's just say we had to turn.
It's your PTSD, even though 60 million households watched it.
Yeah, but maybe with the buffering they couldn't.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you with the buffering. How the heck do they get these numbers? If someone clicks on it and their thing just buffering and they never were able to watch it, do they count?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
And I'm curious, like, with how much buffering there was, because like you honestly couldn't watch half of the fight, like half of a lot of them, you know? Like, were there households that were buffering the entire time? Like ours wasn't. Like
I had to keep on, between rounds, it would keep on pausing and buffering, so I had to get out of it and go back in.
It's like also like the same thing that happened. Like, I think that this is what Netflix needs to fix, because obviously, but because even like when they first started doing this, like I remember when the Love is Blind finale came out, they were trying to do it live. They couldn't even do the live recording. They had to just re-release it the next day because like Netflix like shut down. Like, and that was in a Love is Blind reunion.
Well, that's the big concern. Like, how, with all the resources Netflix has, with everything, like with the amount of people that stream it on a daily basis, how can they not figure out how to have a live event without their app shutting down?
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand what codes they need to plug in. You know what I mean? The beep, beep, boop, boop, boop they need to do. But make it work.
They need to fire their engineering team.
Yeah, like they pay people enough, it seems like, to be putting on these events. They need people up on the back end to be able to put on the event. Literally put on the event on your TV screen.
Like, I know that the NFL world, like Pat McAfee, they were talking about it nonstop on Monday, how Netflix needs to figure this out before Christmas because the NFL games, like, if people can't watch their NFL teams, like, it's going to be crazy.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't even know what people are going to do if they can't watch their NFL games.
Like, I just can't wrap my brain around, like, you can get the most basic cable. And cable, like...
Yeah, cable can do it.
They can figure it out.
Like, and I'm thinking, like, cable can do it considering I've watched American Idol finales live, you know what I mean? And guess what?
Back in 2001.
And guess what? Everyone was tuning into that.
Right.
I'm sure 150 million people were tuning into that.
Right. It's almost 2025. What are you doing, Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix, what are you doing? Anywho, I do have a couple notes from the fight.
Other than the eye?
Yes. Other than the eye. Are you? Oh, yeah. You really want me to move on from that. So, I have some notes during the time that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fought. Now, Jake Paul is like this social media YouTuber. Was he on Vine? Is that how he like got so big? Like, who even knows? Like, he just is like a social media
sensation
guy. Him and his brother Logan, who's also there at the fight. Jake Paul's kind of like trying to make a name for himself in this boxing world by like challenging these bigger guys who like people like Mike Tyson stuff, like not people of the now, just like big names, I guess. Like,
yeah, he came up fighting professional athletes, so he fought like NBA players, Nate Robinson, and then he shifted his focus to like UFC, like former UFC fighters who have like obviously fighting experience, but not boxing experience, more like UFC style where they could wrestle, they could do jiu-jitsu, they could grapple, kick. And so then he fought Ben Askren. He fought I'm forgetting the Brazilian's name. That's okay. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Fought Tyron Woodley, former champion in the UFC. So he's fighting these big name guys, but that are out of their prime, probably not in their wheelhouse.
Right. So that's how he's like obviously been trying to come up. And then obviously Mike Tyson's here. Mike Tyson needs to get a paycheck. And so perfect, like the stars aligned. So here he is going to fight 58-year-old Mike Tyson. And these are the notes on the fight. So it starts off with the entrance. Both of them are coming in the entrance. And the entrance is crazy considering that when Jake Paul came out, he came out in this like green car with his brother with like the freaking smoke machine. There was a pigeon in the back of his car. Like it was very cool that he like came out, I feel like, with his older brother. Like I feel like that's like cool that I cannot even speak right now. I feel like it was cool that he came out with Logan because it shows that like he like respects Logan obviously enough. Like it's like his big brother. Like he didn't have to have him on there with him. And I like the fact that he did because I was like, wow, like you're about to fight Mike Tyson and like here you are. Like here we can do this like as a little duo. But I also put Nate said this was the song from The Hangover and that was his favorite song.
Yeah. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh,
and that was the song that Jake Paul came out to, right?
Yeah. Remember that part of The Hangover?
Yes.
When they're in the hotel room?
No, I remember. Yeah, when Mike Tyson was in. Like,
turn this up. This is my favorite part.
So that's the song that Jake Paul came out to, which is just like trolling him, which is crazy. I wrote, "This is drama." And then... After, well, first of all, we didn't even talk about the fact that before they came out, Mike Tyson, they're like interviewing him. They turn to the screen. What happens?
You see his butt cheeks.
He was literally wearing like shorts in the front. He turns around. He's like wearing a thong in the back.
It was his cup.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So his ass cheeks. Why?
Do you think that was like? I think so.
Why did he do that?
I think that's part of like the Jake Paul, like the whole promotions of it is like having moments like that are memorable, that are like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that
if you went on Twitter or anything after that, like that, like spammed Twitter, like everybody was just posting like Mike Tyson's butt cheeks, and I think it's just like a simple thing to like get people engaged. Like, oh my God, that is happening. Like, I think that there is a strategy behind that. Regardless, it was crazy.
I feel like it was like not even thought about at all. I feel like it was just like he turned around. He's in I was like, what the hell is going on here? Mike Tyson, he's crazy. He's crazy, Mike.
Crazy. Iron Mike.
The Iron Mike, right? And then I literally wrote, Mike Tyson is so old. Literally, what? Aw. Because when he came out, like, his entrance, like, he came out just him. Like, oh, my God, I wanted to literally cry. It was so cute. Like, Jake Paul's, like, coming out, like, whatever, like, in this green freaking hoopty truck. And then fucking Mike Tyson comes out, like, walking. Like, he's, like, ready. He's, like, what? He's, like, swinging his arms. He's, like, hitting his like hands together. I'm like, oh, my God, he's so cute. He's, like, hyping himself up. You could totally tell he was nervous. Like, I was literally in love with him. Like, you're the sweetest little baby. I said, I love Jake Paul's message on boxing, and I love that he knows how to market it. I feel like he's, like, really able to, like, market the sport more and, like, really get, like, people into it more, like, especially, like, in the younger generation, which I think is really cool. And I put, Mike Tyson is so cute. He didn't show up with a car or anything. He's the cutest human. He's taking this so serious. Like, I love it. And I put, go Mike Tyson. He is a legend. And then I wrote, the last thing I wrote, which is like so crazy to me, is Jake Paul shorts are $1 million. Because apparently Jake Paul like wore these like shorts with like diamonds, like crystals on it or something, like these custom shorts. They were $1 million shorts.
Crazy.
But he had like, they were like dangling, like when he was wearing them and stuff. I was like, what is going on here? But yeah, so the outcome of the fight was exactly what I feel like why was anyone surprised? No one was surprised, I feel. I feel like everyone like expected something, but then no one was like, wow, like surprised.
Yeah, it's a spectacle.
Right.
It's a spectacle, and like, but you said it. The Paul brothers and whoever they promote, like their marketing and promotion, like their boxing promotion team, they know how to market it. Like every fight that either one of the brothers fights in, it's bigger than the last. Like from the arena to who's putting it, like to who's broadcasting it, who's airing it,
Right.
to like every part of it. Like it doesn't. People focus so much like on the fact that like now they're professional boxers, but like they didn't come up. Like they started boxing late. They didn't go through the conventional path of being a boxer. Who knows if they're fighting these like real legitimate boxers that like of their age and everything. It doesn't matter. Like they're doing it to have this experience and make money.
Right.
Like they don't care about being the champion.
Right.
Like they'll say it just to say it.
Right.
But like it's about making money, and they made plenty of it.
Right.
And they're gonna continue to make plenty of it.
Yeah, I like honestly like even during like the fight and everything, like when they were fighting, like obviously like nothing like truly was happening. They were hugging a lot of the time, which I thought was interesting. But like I mean, there were some parts of like trying for sure. And I liked like in the last round, like it was very obvious that Jake Paul was gonna win. Like towards the end, it's like okay, like obviously like, this man's 60 years old, and like I loved it. But Jake Paul, like at the end, like he like took like the last 10 seconds and like bowed to him and like gave him like hands, like prayer hands, like saying like thank you so much and stuff. And like I really like loved in his message after he won the fight, like just basically saying like Mike Tyson's like an absolute legend. Like I cannot believe that I got to fight him. Like no matter what, like he didn't even like shout out anyone's names. Like after, you know how like all fighters do that, like I'm coming for you next. Like fucking shut up. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all because he was just like, yeah, like I just like this is like crazy to me. Like I think he was just so honored in the moment, and I really like I was like, wow, like he's a good guy.
Right. Like what? Like we're just saying, like they know what's going on. They know the whole.
And Mike Tyson was so cute. He was so tired at the end. Poor guy.
He's probably still sweeping.
No, he's at least still sleeping.
With $20 million more in his bank account.
Exactly, which is amazing. Just straight to the account.
How much would you need to hop in the ring with like one of those women from before?
I'll tell you, more than $20 million.
More than $20 million?
100%. I'm about to get my face wrecked. You know what I mean? This thing is priceless. Priceless.
True.
So I would need $1 billion.
Okay.
What about you?
I would take $20 million to hop in the ring with Jake Paul. I'd get my ass beat in one round, no doubt about it.
I'd get knocked out.
No question. I'd get my ass knocked out in under 10 seconds.
Wait, so like, but like, is that what you would want? Like, you would want just like a knockout?
When I wake up from my getting knocked out, I will be awake and I will be rich. People get knocked out in like street fights for no money.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'll get knocked out for $20 million, no problem.
I know the ladies, like they seem like a little bit more aggressive, like in a way of like I'm like they're just
scrappy.
Yeah, they're scrappy. There's no way. Like so sorry, like that's just not gonna happen.
Right.
Like I can't handle a paper cut. You think I can handle one of these freaking ladies' punches to the face? I don't think so. So.
We mentioned it, but Netflix is gonna have a Christmas game, and you are the one that told me that they came to a 3-year deal with the NFL to air the Christmas games.
They announced that they were having a Christmas game at the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Like that, what was happening, kind of like going down.
The details.
They did the details during the fight. Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, like, what better time to do it? So that's going to be the time that you grab most people's attention, and it's still on Netflix.
If it could buffer.
Right.
But so you told me they're paid $75 million per game.
Netflix is paying, yeah.
Yeah.
$75 million per game to host 3 NFL games, which is absolutely crazy. And then during this all, they announced that Beyonce is going to be the halftime performer for this game, which is Netflix's budget is so out of control. I literally don't understand. They have endless money. Beyonce?
But they can't figure out how to not make it skip.
Right. Like simple things. But like then you're paying Beyonce to come?
Focused on the wrong things.
Exactly.
You got to focus what you're good at.
Yeah. But I'm very excited. Like, obviously, Beyonce on my screen, like, I'm going to be over the moon. She is the icon. She is the moment. She is a queen. She is Queen Bee. And I'm very excited. I cannot believe that they got Beyonce. But then again, it ties back to the whole thing of me and you discussed this, the Jay-Z of it all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, if anybody remembers back to the when they announced the
Super Bowl halftime performance.
Thank you. The Super Bowl halftime performance. A lot of people wanted Lil Wayne to be the performer because the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, and he was really advocating for himself to be that. And they went another direction. They went with
Kendrick Lamar.
Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. I am so dumb when it comes to rappers' names.
You're not dumb when it comes to rappers' names. It's early in the morning.
And I'm a country.
What?
I'm country. I'm more of a country guy.
Stop. You're not more country than you are rap.
Country.
No, okay. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
And everybody was upset because they went with Kendrick Lamar. And but everyone was like, why didn't you pick
Lil Wayne?
And it's because of this whole story about Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, and Jay-Z has the power. He's the one that selects the halftime show person, and everyone's like, no, he actually doesn't, but obviously he actually does.
Yeah, considering the next halftime performer that they announce is literally his wife.
Right. So, like,
Beyonce.
that's an example of, like, that is a perfect example of, like, someone being like, no, Jay-Z's behind all this, and everyone's like, no, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Right.
And then, like, lying to your face, in your face.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with him
Right.
Just say that he is a bit, like.
Right. It would be weird if someone like that didn't control the halftime show.
You want Roger Goodell picking the freaking halftime performance?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he wouldn't even freaking know.
Right.
Who would he pick? Like, Lil Uzi? Lil Voozy? Lil Yachty? Who would he pick?
Roger Goodell?
Yeah.
He'd probably pick, like, Pink Floyd.
What?
Like some older.
I don't even know any Pink Floyd
Me neither.
songs.
I just know the logo.
Me too. The triangle
There was
with
always
the prism.
there was always that kid in high school that wore the prism T-shirt.
100%. And that's
Every single day he wore that.
3 songs. Ugh, like, shut up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I just want to wear sometimes, or it's like not even that. Like, I don't think I ever had a Pink Floyd T-shirt, but it's like when you have like the old band shirts, like name 3 songs. Like, why is it always like that? Name 3 players. Name 3 songs. Like, just shut up. Why? Why do I have to prove to you
I enjoy
anything?
it for what it's worth.
Right. Like, what if I just like the logo? Why do I have to prove to you it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Name 3 songs.
Ridiculous.
Stupid.
So that wasn't the only fight that happened over the weekend. Saturday night, like we were talking about last week, John Jones fought Stipe Miocic, and he knocked him out in the 3rd round with a back heel kick to the liver.
Ooh, to the liver?
Well, actually, the liver's on this side. To the other side, he broke a rib, lacerated his spleen, and lacerated some other organ. Fight ended immediately. That was to be expected. Everyone kind of knew he was such a it was a devastating kick. And even in like the post-match press conference, him explaining like how he's practiced that kick and like how he's perfected it because he doesn't feel like he has knockout power with his punches. So like in the since he's been out rehabbing his pec, he's been trying to develop like some kind of shot, some kind of strike that is as devastating as some people's punches.
What the fuck?
And so he said he's been working on this kick for probably like 8 to 10 months, 3 days a week for like 5 to 6 hours a day.
I'm sorry, like
this one kick.
This is like so beyond crazy to me that people like I understand, but like he's like out here practicing kicks and like fighting, like to be devastating, to literally say the word devastating. Like how is this this is so barbaric?
Yeah, it's crazy. And just like the demeanor in which they say it is it's fascinating. But the drama behind all of this is that, so we talked about last week how he was like, this fight was supposed to happen last November.
Yeah.
But they had to delay it a year because he got hurt while training. So while he was out for a year, and Stipe was also out because Stipe was waiting for him, the division must go on. So they had to, the heavyweight division, people had to keep on fighting. Like, whoever's like other like next to them in the rankings, like they have to keep on fighting. So what they do is they make the next 2 guys fight for the interim belt.
Okay.
So that way, once the winner of that fight and the winner of the real title fight, once John Jones is back, they set up a huge fight amongst the 2.
Okay.
It's just genius.
Yeah.
So the winner of the interim belt was Tom Aspinall, this British dude who's very scary.
I'm crying.
And he was in attendance, and so like the whole like leading up to the fight, like people were asking Dana White, people were asking like John Jones and Stipe, like, is the winner of this fight gonna fight Tom Aspinall? And Dana White was saying like, yes, that's the plan, but like, and Stipe was like, I would do that, but John Jones wouldn't acknowledge the guy. He just won't, even like after the fight, like you said, like.
How they always say,
they call out the next guy.
Who's next? Yeah.
And he wouldn't say the dude's name.
Why?
John Jones wouldn't. So there's possibly 2 reasons. First reason is that he's scared. Like
John Jones?
Yeah. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it's a reason.
Okay.
I don't believe this to be the reason.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it's a theory.
Okay.
A theory. Not my opinion. Just laying it out for you so you can establish your own opinion.
Okay.
Because John Jones he's 38 years old. Tom Aspinall is a lot younger. I think he's like in his late 20s.
Okay.
I believe Tom Aspinall is a little bit bigger. And there's always this thing between the guy with the interim the guy with the actual belt and the guy with the interim belt, like, oh, like you have a fake belt. Like the interim belt's fake. So like you don't deserve to actually fight me. You want this fake belt, when he does deserve to fight him because he would have been next in line anyways, regardless, doesn't matter. The other theory is that it's just a negotiation tactic. Like John Jones just saying he doesn't want to fight the guy. Like he won't even acknowledge him.
To like get more money out of it?
To get more money out of it when push comes to shove, which I think
That's what I think is probably more accurate.
More accurate and more genius.
Yeah.
And it's just setting up the drama because I was going to fight him. Now I am going to fight him. They had to pay me all this money. But like he's going to get his ass beat. And now I'm going to be rich. And I'm going to like go out on top and all like. It's setting up the story, basically.
Oh, my God.
That's what I think is really happening.
These fighters couldn't be more dramatic if they tried. You know what I mean? Even, like, on everything. Like, the entrance, like, when they go to, like, even, like, when they weigh in and stuff, like, just, like, everything. Like, when they, like, make the faces to each, like, oh, my God. Like, you boys. They're, like, the freaking Real Housewives out there.
Yeah, but they actually, unlike the Real Housewives, they get mad about, like, nonsense, about, like, not being invited to a dinner. These people are actually fighting.
Yeah, but so do those guys. They get mad about that stuff too.
Because they're about to actually fight, about to throw down. It's the way they make a living. It's the way they support their families.
So it's exactly like the Real Housewives. The Real Housewives fight and throw down. That's the way that they make a living. That's the way that they support their families.
They flip tables and throw
so
avocado toast across the table.
Oh my God. It's just the same to me. It's just the same to me. You're saying tomato. I'm saying tomato. It's the same thing. These fighters are like, they're literally fight. They make all this freaking drama like over freaking absolutely nothing. Because it's all fake.
It's not fake.
A lot of it's fake. Jake Paul was like saying like about Mike Tyson, like, you're gonna die or whatever. Like, he didn't actually feel that way.
No, he didn't actually feel that way.
See? Fake.
They have to
fraud.
They have to sell the fight.
Exactly. So it's drama. They're dramatizing everything is what I'm saying. But like,
It's the drama of sports.
Okay. Where you can get these available at the doubledosepodcast.com, doubledosepodcast.com, the Drama Sports Club hats now. But yes, it is the same thing. It's fake. It's the same thing as a Real Housewife. They are making the drama more views, more viewership, more money in their pockets, more tables to flip, more punches to hit. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
So, yeah.
Then lastly,
I'm making all the money. Oh my God, I'm like really bringing all the topics.
You are.
Lastly is, where is Juan Soto going? Juan Soto, oh my God, I absolutely love the notes that you wrote too here, which is like
I thought I wrote more, to be honest with you.
That's amazing, considering you just wrote that the Red Sox had a 4-hour meeting with him. The Mets reportedly offered him over $660 million. But yesterday, you neglected to write down the note that he met with the Yankees.
He did meet with the Yankees. Just that things coming out of that meeting seemed to be a lot more tight-lipped. Not much came out. Like,
Yeah, Juan Soto, my Yankee.
so you think he's staying?
He texted me.
He
Yeah, he texted me.
Break
It's
news.
exclusive. Juan Soto, the New York Yankee, texted me and told me that he wanted me, Rachel Rooney Eden of the Double Dose Pod, to break the news. Here lies Juan Soto. Juan Soto is coming back to the New York Yankees, 100%.
Did he tell you like the numbers of like how much he's making, the contract?
Yeah,
years?
he said it was like so much money, like he didn't want to talk about it over text. So he's gonna call me later.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll have to like re-record later then.
Yeah, I'll have to break the news again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I think that's why I wrote down how much it's reported that the Mets are willing to offer him, because it shows that the Yankees need to buck up some cash.
Yeah, well, the Yankees have endless cash, just like Netflix.
So does Steve Cohen,
Of
the Mets.
oh, I'm like, I don't even know who that is.
You know who Steve Cohen is? He's the hedge fund guy that owns the Mets.
Nah.
They have that show about him, Billions.
Yeah.
That's him.
He owns the Mets?
Yeah, he bought the Mets like 3 years ago.
Wow, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was about him.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't associate the two. I know the show Billions, and it's the guy from
Or Suits, one of the two.
what?
I forget what show it is. I haven't watched either one, but I just
No,
know
it has to be Billions because it's the guy from Big Fat Liar.
Yep.
And Billions is where he made all the money, so that would make sense considering he'd be able to buy.
Yeah, he's like the biggest hedge
The
fund
Mets.
guy in New York.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't work in hedge funds,
Me neither.
so I don't even know what a hedge fund is.
Need one.
Yeah, seriously. So
We can
yeah.
hey, if a hedge fund out there wants to support the Double Dose podcast,
Yeah, hey, Steve Cohen. I knew who you were the entire time. Actually, he didn't. So text me like you're texting. I'm texting Juan Soto. So
but
Great.
they said he was impressed with the Red Sox meeting.
yeah, he didn't tell me that.
No,
No, he didn't. Who said that?
Juan Soto himself.
Yeah, he texted you and said that.
No, he didn't text me.
Who said that he was impressed with it? Who?
The Red Sox.
Ew.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't the
The
Red Sox.
fact, I was going to say, the fact that if the Red Sox said that, like, yeah, he was really impressed with our meeting. Like, ew, pick me energy.
But-
Pick me energy.
Well-
It's literally like, that is so losery if they said that, seriously.
Right.
If they came
No, I
out
agree.
here on, like, the news, like, he was really impressed with our meeting.
Yeah.
And then he goes and doesn't pick them. Like, it would be like, now they have their dick in their hands. Like, what?
It's great, but I love the idea of these meetings, though. I
Why?
love the idea of these meetings. Like,
Why, all the money being tossed around?
yeah, but like, just what is the approach? Like, how are you going to convince this guy?
Hey, buddy.
Like, they say that the Mets, it was like a very, very, like, there was like, they made videos, and it was just very theatrical.
Okay. Yeah, like, what do they do?
Right. Like, they also brought, like, one of their star players, Francisco Lindor, with the Mets. Like, so he was in the meeting, and, like, another player who's, like, friends with Juan Soto. So, like, he was in the meeting. Like, so it's, like, interesting.
Yeah, like,
the
like,
approach.
what are they serving there? You know what I mean? Bless you. Like, are they serving, like, caviar? Like,
think-
do they have, like, his favorite foods out? Like,
they have to.
Like, right?
They have to talk to his agent or his people or figure out what's his
let me
favorite
know.
foods. Yeah.
Oh, my God. The way that I would walk into these meetings and just have, like, spicy tuna, crispy rice everywhere, like, it would just be, like, raining spicy tuna.
Steve, hold that thought, Steve. I got some spicy tuna to eat.
No, literally, like, I would request it, like, rain from the ceiling. Like, literally, that's what I would need. Like, fucking hand rolls and sushi. It would be literally seafood galore, and that's what I would be eating. It would stink in there by the time I left. They would always remember the meeting with Rachel Rooney because it would be sushi.
Would now, if you're gonna meet with 4 teams in consecutive days, would you want sushi every time?
I mean, you know the answer to this. Yes, without a doubt. I would always want sushi. Or like maybe one of the times, like if it lands on a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like serve me up Patron margaritas. Serve me up a steak and shrimp taco. You know, hibachi one time. Have a hibachi guy come in from Benihana or something. Set up Benihana in the meeting. I love hibachi, so I would be there. You know, with a little like a little heartbeat going with the fried rice. Maybe they would make the logo of the team in the fried rice, like
Set it on fire.
No, they set the onion volcano on fire. Don't get it twisted.
God forbid.
They would, instead of like the egg that they throw into their hat, they would throw like the baseball into their hat. I have ideas.
Cool.
What about you? What would be yours?
I would change it up every time. Like one time it'd be barbecue. Like give me ribs and brisket.
That's honestly, I have something to say about that, and I'm not trying to yuck your yum, but like I walked past barbecue yesterday and I was like, I don't crave it like how you do. Like I don't. Why are you looking at me like literally death in my eyes?
You don't crave barbecue?
No, and I don't understand how you do. Like I'm like, it's so heavy. It's so much. Like it's so just like it's so much. Like how like pulled pork. Like I'm like, ugh. Like I just can't even think about it unless I'm like literally seriously in the mood for it. Like that one time in the year, you know.
One time at Rusty Can.
Yeah, exactly. People are still talking about it.
I mean,
okay, so you'd have barbecue one time.
Sushi can be one time.
Yeah, crazy that I got you in the sushi game.
And then like steak. What I would really want is for like whatever team it is to like present the food of their area. So like if the Red Sox came in, I would want a lobster roll. I would want a new North Shore beef. I would want a
because those are also your favorite foods.
Okay, New York.
Do you like clam chowder?
Never tried it.
I think that you would like the potatoes in clam chowder.
It's a scary looking thing.
But to be honest with you, like I haven't had it in a long time because of obviously like all of the dairy in it and like, but like, and it is so good. Like I remember when I had it, but like looking back on it, like warm clams, like I just like in this milk soup, like I don't think so. Yeah, the potatoes in there are really good because it soaks up all the flavor. So if you ate just the potatoes, you would love it. But I don't know about it all. And the color of it's like a little scary.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine my entire life. I never try clam chowder.
Yeah.
Just give me a no, really. No.
Yeah, no thanks.
But New York, give me pizza.
Yeah.
Or give me some Italiano.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know what he met with Toronto. Don't know what Toronto has. Doesn't really matter.
Maple syrup.
Maybe
some pancakes. Maybe they set up breakfast for him. Waffles. French toast.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
Why is that? And you know what's so funny about that quote? Like, I grew up saying that too. Like, with like my mom, my sister, and I, like, we love saying that. Like, in the morning, I'm making waffles. But, like, you say it too. Like, it's so weird how, like, those little sentences out of, like, random movies when you, but, like, how is that iconic? You know what I mean? Of course it is. I'm just, like, saying, like, how?
Do you think when they like, write that line down, like the writers, do you think they know?
Like, do you think that they know that when they said that Donkey in Shrek was going to say, in the morning, I'm making waffles? Like, but it's not even that. It's the way that Eddie Murphy says it. It's all of it.
Right.
Like, in the morning, I'm making waffles.
And it's the fact that it's coming from a freaking donkey.
Yeah, but like Donkey's the best.
Donkey is the best.
He is a fucking goat. Donkey is like literally the best character like of all time. Like he's literally just like he loves his dragon lady. Like you know what I mean? Like and like he's so progressive. Like his lady's taller than him. You know what I mean? Like she's like she has more to say. She has fire. She's fiery. You know what I mean? He needs someone that's fiery like that. Like he needs to have his lady outshine him a little bit sometimes because he's so confident in himself that he's okay with dating a dragon. He's okay with hopping on her back. You know what I mean?
I mean, the other good character in Disney characters is Charlie Conway.
Yeah. I've never seen that still.
I know we still have to watch that.
So
I say it every time I wear this on the pod.
Yeah, so I still have to watch that. But yeah, Donkey's the best in addition to, I'm sorry, we're really going off the rails here.
It's all right.
Donkey's the best character in addition to Julian, King Julian from Madagascar, who is me in cartoon form.
What is me in cartoon form?
Ooh.
Donkey?
Honestly, probably Donkey, but like not with like, I hope I'm not like the dragon.
Patrick
you know
Star?
What I mean? No. I'll have to think. You'll have to get back to me. But honestly, like you may be Donkey. You perhaps may be. Like just.
I'll take Donkey.
Yeah, honestly, you may be. I'll have to think because like I'm so particularly one character. You know the guy from Madagascar, King Julian.
Mm-hmm.
King Julian.
We watch your Disney movies. Just don't watch mine.
What Disney movies do you want to watch? You never request to watch them.
Mighty Ducks.
Okay, so we can watch it literally whenever you want. I always say, "What do you want to watch?" And you say, "I don't know. What do you want to watch?" So then I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll put on something I want to. I don't know. How many times can we go back and forth on it?"
Okay, I understand that, but like, I feel like there's nothing except for comedy, like except for an Adam Sandler movie,
Which we watch.
or like a comedy special. I don't pick anything other than sports.
Right.
Sports game.
So how is that my
sports
fault?
show.
Like, how are you saying we only watch my Disney movies? Because you don't request them.
I do.
How would I know to request your Disney movies if I don't even know what some of them are? I would never be like scrolling through and be like, let's watch the Mighty Ducks. I wouldn't remember. I would say, oh, let's go watch The Wizard of Oz. That's what I was thinking. But that's not Disney.
It is.
Is it?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Speaking of Wizard of Oz, Wicked.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for Wicked. I can't even. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I am so excited. But speaking of, let's get into our picks.
Pick 'em. Last week, you came up victorious once again. You went 2-1. I went 1-2 for the second week in a row. So your overall season record is back up to 17-16. And I just have a 1-game lead with an 18-15 record.
Yeah, I'm going to beat that ass again this week.
So let's see. Give me your picks, woman.
This week I'm going with the Bucks versus the Giants. The Bucks are -5.5. I'm going with the Bucks. The Vikings versus the Bears. The Vikings are, I don't know if it's -3.5 or just 3.5, but I'm going with the Vikings.
-3.5.
And then the Eagles versus the Rams. The Eagles are -3.5. I'm going with the Eagles. Honestly, two out of the Vikings and the Eagles both have an 8-2 lead. So I'm going Bucks, Eagles, Vikings.
Two of our picks are the same once again, so I have to
No
go find
way.
another
Are you
one.
serious?
Yeah, I have the Bucks -5.5 against the Giants. The Giants are turning the Tommy DeVito. So I think Tommy DeVito. New Jersey, good guy, local guy, but
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
I know.
So
But
that's
Tommy DeVito was good I obviously I didn't pick them, but Tommy DeVito was good last year, right? For like that one moment of time. Wasn't he like the guy? Why was he like so? I forget what happened with him.
because he came in because he was like originally the third string quarterback, and then Daniel Jones got hurt, and then Tyrod Taylor got hurt, and then before you know it, he was in there, and then his agent took over.
Oh, right. I genuinely do feel bad for Giants fans. Like, it's really not okay right now. It's like it's just a hot mess express. Giants, Jets, Patriots.
Whoa. Patriots are fine. We stink this year, but like we're trending. We're trending in the right direction. We'll get into that.
Sure.
So I'll let you have Tommy DeVito. You can have your New Jersey Cat. I'm taking them off my list.
The Bucks versus the Giants?
Yeah, I'm taking that off my list.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with the Vikings -3.5 at Chicago. I have the Steelers -3.5 at Cleveland. And then my last one, I have to start coming with the fourth one just in case. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions -7.5 against the Colts. Detroit. Sorry, writing it down. Detroit is the hottest team in the NFL right now. They are smoking everyone. I think in like the last 2 games alone, they've scored over like 100 points.
Oh my, 2 games you said?
Yeah.
The last 2 games.
Yeah, I could definitely fact check that really quickly because
They've had over 50 points in the last 2 games.
I completely lied. They had 52 points last game. That's why I thought about that.
That's absolutely insane.
And 3 weeks ago, they also scored 52 points, so that's where I got that number. But
in the last 3 weeks, they scored over 104 points.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
They're the hottest team in
Detroit
football.
Lions fans.
Yeah.
We were on the Detroit train last year.
And we're back on.
They're back on the
Detroit.
Detroit.
Win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I'm gonna put a bet in for them to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's do it.
It's probably the worst juice. I should have done this in the beginning of the year, but Gotta do what you gotta do.
It's okay. People were probably betting the Chiefs too.
Yes, people are still betting the Chiefs.
Or the Bills.
Even though the Chiefs just got the first loss of the season.
Yeah, against the Bills.
The Bills. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So I have Steelers, Vikings, Detroit. You have
Bucks, Vikings, Eagles.
Perfect.
It's time.
It's time.
No, you have to redo it. You have to.
Oh, I was confused. 'Cause usually we do the pick'ems after. You're right.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, who knows?
It's time
to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week. Today's episode's a little wonkadoodle middle.
Yeah, but that's what the people come in for.
Our sick puppy of the week is none other than legendary snowboarder, Olympian extraordinaire Shaun White, who recently got engaged to Nina Dobrev, since he became the first person ever to snowboard down Mount freaking Everest. Now, this was a report that came out. It's not like officially announced yet. Like you can't really see it in a lot of places, but a TikToker or Instagram, whatever, came out and said that he has completed, he has done it, and he put Shaun SHAWN White, and when you spell Shaun White, it's SHAUN. And Shaun White acknowledged his post and commented, "Who's Shaun White?" with the SHAWN, which is, I think, kind of just saying, like, I did this, but, like, who the fuck are you saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, put some respect on my name. But it's also hilarious. Like, Shaun White is just a little gem of a human. But he snowboarded down Mount Everest. And he was, I mean, from the videos, at least, that we saw, the little bits of it, I think that was Mount Everest. I have no idea. He was like doing flips and tricks and everything, like off the high, like the tallest mountain in the world. Like this is or that you can hike or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
My question is, how
did he get helicoptered up there?
No, he had to climb. That's what was the whole thing. He's been training years to climb it, to then snowboard down. My question is, there was like a path that he was snowboarding down in the video. Like, did they like clear that path?
I'm sure
So
they had
how?
to.
Did they do it on their way up?
Yeah,
Did they have did they actually have like a machine do that?
I'm sure it's gonna be like a whole documentary. Climbing Mount Everest. What do you think it's gonna be called? Climbing Mount Everest?
Snowboarding Mount Everest. The man versus Mount Everest.
Snowboard.
They say when you like climb Mount Everest, you see like a bunch of dead bodies that are just frozen of people that failed to.
Yeah, so that was I guess like one of the things that they had said, that he's not the first person ever to have snowboarded down. He's the first person ever to have completed it. So I guess in the 90s, there was a French snowboarder who attempted to snowboard down, but on the way down, he got lost. Like he got lost along the way. Like they have still not found his body. Like he's gone. But Jesus. I think that's what's a great thing about when you go with a whole entire production team. Like you're obviously like you're putting your life on the line 100%, but like they'll always know where you go. You know what I mean? They'll find you. They'll find you. So yeah, that's definitely what would ease my mind. They'll find me.
Right.
So
right.
Would you ever climb Mount Everest?
No.
I do think I would, but like I just don't know why. Like I don't know why, like, people, like, I feel like it would be one of those things, like, I want to climb something like that. Kilimanjaro, maybe, something
Kilimanjaro is taller than Mount Everest, I believe.
Oh, okay.
We did the Culver City steps. And
yeah, and I was winded, off of 95 steps, so, yeah, I guess you're right. That was my Mount Everest.
Yeah, me too.
But, like, how long does it take a normal human to climb up it? Let's look that up, because I think you have to have your body also adjust to the altitude. So it's like you need to like that of it all, the coldness, you need to always be prepared with that. I don't know.
How long does it take to climb Mount Everest? I asked ChatGPT. Mount Everest is a monumental endeavor requiring weeks to complete due to acclimation needs, weather conditions, and the sheer physical challenge.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't need the preparation.
I'm sure I wouldn't even know how to
So climbers typically spend 4 to 6 weeks.
What?
Yeah,
how do they eat?
They set up camps along the way. Total time 6 to 9 weeks.
What do they eat there?
You have to pack food. You have to pack like hiking food, like beef jerky and stuff.
Ew.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I did not expect. I thought it would be like days. I didn't.
Yeah,
think
I thought it'd be like a week.
Yeah, same.
But I guess that's probably why a lot of people don't do it. Yeah, that's honestly amazing. Like, good for him. That is so cool. I honestly, like, cannot wait to see this video. Like, it is probably insane. I wonder how long it took him to snowboard down it.
I have to watch to find out.
How long do you think it takes to snowboard down it? How does he also adjust his body, like, with the...
I wonder if he has to stop along the way and, like, acclimate, too, because I feel like that...
I'm sure.
That has to be, like, a big danger.
For a little, then stop. Then snowboard for a little, then stop.
I'm sure they have, like, these vests that, like, athletes wear in all sports. I'm assuming that he was doing the same to where, like, they can measure his every, like, vital sign, like his heartbeat, his blood pressure, everything, like, through the vest. And
I'm sure, yeah.
They're monitoring with, like great doctors and everything to make sure, and they have it down to a
Shaun White
science.
just always making waves. Like what?
He's one of those athletes that isn't in the like, people don't mention him when they talk about, like, the best of all time, like, best athletes of all time.
Right.
But he's up there in that conversation. He's in the Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, Michael Phelps conversation.
Of course, it's Shaun White. Like, when you think of, like,
snowboarder,
it's Shaun White. Like, there's literally no other person. It's like the skateboarder Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk and Shaun White, I always got confused. I don't know why. I think it's just like a board of it all. But, like, it's Shaun White. He is the snowboarder. There is no other snowboarders. Shaun White. So, thank you, Shaun White. We're glad you made it down safely. Next is our interesting cat.
You want to give me your interesting cat first?
What do you mean my interesting cat first?
Well, we have two interesting cats. Well, we have a late edition.
Oh, you added one?
Yeah.
I liked my interesting cat.
So
I finally was able to do the sick puppy and interesting cat. I honestly picked a lot of the topics this week.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
So if it was a good episode, everyone, let me know. Boost my ego, because I picked a lot of the topics. And I was the first time I did the sick puppy and interesting cat in total, like the whole thing, whatever. Well, one of the first times, if not, because if I did do it, I wouldn't remember. And now you're gonna.
Well, we just didn't know this man's name.
It's okay. The guy who did.
Okay.
Is what we're going to say.
Feed it to me.
Well, the interesting cat this week is the man who was arrested in the UK, the 63-year-old man that was arrested in the UK, since he has put on a cheese heist where he stole $389,000 worth of cheddar, 950 wheels, over 22 metric tons or 48,500 pounds of Hafford, Westcombe, and Pitchfork cheddar. This man came and somehow stole all of this cheddar cheese. Like, where is he going with it? 22 metric tons. Tons of cheese.
It's a lot of work.
That is a lot. I mean... it sounds cheesy, but I'm just joking. That was really bad. But I can't believe it. I can't believe that this man, like, and they can't find him, and they think that literally they're like, please just, like, give it back. But, like, they think that he's going to be selling it to the Middle East or Russia because they won't ask questions. Like, the people, like, that own the cheese, like, in outright. They're like, is he going to shred it? Like, is he going to shred the cheese and then sell it that way? Like, apparently the artisanal cheese community is very small, so they'll find out if he sells it close by. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's a cheese stealer. How do you feel about that?
I find it very interesting. I feel like it's crazy that they're putting it on one guy. You know what I mean? Because 48,000 pounds is a lot. So, like,
there had to be an army.
Yeah. So
that's a lot of fucking cheese.
I also, once again, I'm confused as to why if he's already arrested, why they didn't release his name.
Yeah, it's a suspect.
Still.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Maybe, I don't know, that they're trying to keep it under cheesecloth, under wraps. What kind of cheese would you steal?
The Portuguese cheese.
Oh, really?
Yeah. San George.
Oh, my God. I feel like if I was to steal any cheese, it would be a fat balls of mozzarella.
Oh, yeah.
It would be just like literally table-sized balls of mozzarella.
Agreed.
And I would roll it somehow. It would be soft. I would lay in it like a beanbag. Yeah, literally. Oh my God, what I would do for some mozzarella. So.
One day you should just commit to feeling nauseous like this
Oh yeah.
and just pound some mozzarella.
Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. Our pipes would break. It would burst. I would break New York City. I would break the pipes. So.
Be great for the podcast.
Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. I'd be out of commission. I'd be ill.
No press is bad press.
Let's get into things you may have missed.
Yeah, I still love Drake May. Patriots lost, but he balled out once again. It's a weekly occurrence at this point.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't
You're
say
just
it.
saying you still love him.
Yes. One of my other favorite athletes, Ronaldo, two things. He said that, so he has that YouTube page that we talked about. He said that his next guest on his podcast is going to break the internet.
What if it's just like someone
I
random?
think it's like Mr. Beast or something.
What if it's like literally like his mom?
Whatever it is, great marketing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then,
When's his podcast come out?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Second, he played for Portugal over the weekend against Poland in a tournament. And he had a bicycle kick, which was just beautiful. Beautiful.
Everyone loves Ronaldo. It's so funny. Like, who doesn't love Ronaldo?
People that love Messi.
But like, who? Like, who do you really know that would look at that and be like,
I don't know.
like, you know what I mean?
They'd be lying to themselves if they said they didn't love it.
Oh my God.
I love Ronaldo.
Yeah, you do, and I love it for you.
He's just iconic. Speaking of Ronaldo,
A bicycle kick, which means you like literally go up in the air and go backwards, right?
yeah, so let's say like the goal is where like on Rachel's side, where like that tree is. It's when the ball's coming over here.
Yeah.
And I flip and kick it over my head like a bicycle. It goes past Rachel into the goal.
Like, what's the need to do that other than to be like fancy?
If the ball is like, so the guy that kicked, like passed him the ball, like he meant to pass it in front of Ronaldo so he could just kick it into the goal, but it ended up behind him, so he had to like shift his body because instead of the ball being here, it's here. And
did he do a full flip or did he end up on his back?
Ended up on his back. It's sick. He could have if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Landed on his feet.
Oh, you think he would have been able to land on his feet too?
Yeah. He just wants to like leave something for like other people to achieve.
If he landed on his feet, I literally think that people would think he was a robot.
He is.
You think he's a robot?
He's the closest thing to it.
Him or Tom Brady, robot?
Oh, him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
I think they're cut from the same cloth, but he's just. It's the fact that he's like spent his whole career like not in the United States makes him a little bit more mysterious to me.
Oh, okay.
You know
So you
what
don't understand like what he's eating, like what he's doing, to train. Yeah.
But I love him. Portugal also re-released the iconic I-90 jersey from the 2004 European Championships.
Yeah, we reported on that last week, and
I got mine.
You're happy to say that
I got mine.
you got it.
I got mine.
Thank God.
They didn't have any Ronaldo, but they had Luis Figo. Got my Luis Figo jersey.
Fine.
It'll be in the mail. They shipped it last night, actually. I got an email.
Oh my God, amazing. They're on it. They're on top of it.
So that's probably what I'll be wearing on next week's episode.
Oh my God, that's going to be sick. I'm
Sick.
excited.
Me too.
I'm excited.
We already talked about it, but Giants demote Daniel Jones to third string and promote Tommy DeVito to be the starter. See how that works out for them. Seems like they're giving up on the season. On the Bruins, their coach is also on the hot seat. The Bruins are in last place right now.
No way.
They're struggling. They lost again last night. They are absolutely, positively struggling. Montgomery is on the hot seat. People are calling for him to be fired. I don't know if he's a problem. I haven't watched enough, but
The Boston Bruins.
Inside the NBA, Charles Barkley, Shaq, and everything. Apparently, the show will go on next year.
Oh my God, really?
It'll be aired on ESPN and ABC. I tried to read the article on this, and it's part of like a court lawsuit thing, and it's like very like muddied waters. I don't completely understand it.
Yeah.
Basically, TNT is suing the NBA, ESPN, Amazon, and like everyone else that got the contract, saying that like the bidding was too high for them to compete with the offer. And so like I don't know how they're taking that to court. It's like anything else. Like I can't go buy a Rolls Royce. I can't sue Rolls Royce for not allowing me to buy it. I just can't afford it.
Too high.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Well, that's like what honestly like Hermes and stuff is like getting in trouble with like But and Chanel too, like at this point where it's like they're pricing things like way too high, like for apparently that's what they're saying. Like they're getting in trouble for doing that too. So it's crazy that TNT's doing that. Like they're saying that like basically people are suing them saying like the prices are like so astronomical, like it's like it doesn't I guess like make sense. The math isn't mathing.
Right.
So
One and the same?
us and TNT, just one and the same.
Yeah.
So
TNT, we feel you. It's not easy out here.
Yeah, it's not that easy out here. But if you want to sponsor someone else, maybe two people that you can afford, have us in for some sushi and barbecue. Have us
you
in
got
for
yourself
the
a
meeting.
deal. You got yourself a deal.
And you'll get yourself a deal. TNT, we're here.
Call us.
Yeah, call us.
Friday Night Lights, one of my favorite shows of all time, is getting a reboot. So it's going to be in the same like Friday Night's world. It's going to be a continuation of the story, but just new characters.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how they're going to do that, but that's what the article said.
Never watched Friday Night Lights, so we're going to have to do it.
I would love to watch it again.
Okay, amazing.
Texas forever.
Great.
Full eyes, clear hearts, can't lose.
Aww.
And then a feel-good story, well, not really a feel-good story, but a story. It's not a feel-good story. I shouldn't say that, but a story nonetheless. Money Williams, he's a basketball player at Montana, the college. He had an amazing game over the weekend against Tennessee, and it kind of put his story on the map of the nation in the sports world because he had an amazing game against a much bigger school in Tennessee on like a nationally televised game, which is amazing for him. But the last year has been very impossible. I can't even imagine. Crazy story. Last November, he lost his dad. And he was a freshman in college, lost his dad. Horrible nightmare. Fast forward to this October, he loses his mom. So he's now a sophomore in college. He has 4 younger siblings, and both of his parents have passed away
This is absolutely
within a
devastating.
year. So him and his sister are raising their 3 younger siblings, and they talked about this a lot in the broadcast, and they have a GoFundMe. His family does, him and his sister. So like the GoFundMe has really been taken off since their game on Saturday. So feel free to go look that up. We'll put the link in the bio to his family's GoFundMe of our YouTube and podcast page. But crazy story. This family definitely needs help. So I'm glad that people are pitching in and helping them out.
Absolutely
so
incredible.
Feel free to do the same.
Absolutely. It's a nightmare of a situation. Like I can't even believe it. And when you told me this yesterday, like it's obviously just so devastating, and it takes a very big person to be able to step up and do that. So it's amazing that he's able to not only step up in his family, but also on the court and everything. Like, good for him. Only amazing things I wish for this family, like moving forward. Seriously, like, I don't think they can take anything else. So yes, we will definitely be putting the GoFundMe in the link in our bio if anyone would like to support that, just because such a crazy situation. And yeah, that's that.
Things to watch. The NBA in-season tournament starts today, Tuesday. So that is, once again, a new thing that NBA started last year. It's a tournament that goes on throughout the season where there's a champion crowned. The Final Four is played in Las Vegas. Last year, the LeBron James and Los Angeles Lakers won the inaugural tournament. But I genuinely think it's a good thing. It's awesome. I enjoy watching it. That's when they have the different courts. They wear their different jerseys.
Yes, you did the different courts as your favorite, as your Double D's threes last week.
Yep.
So
the first game that'll be kicking off this whole thing is the Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. Interesting because the Cleveland Cavaliers still haven't lost a game all season. They're undefeated. Crazy.
Wow, that's amazing.
How
many games has there been?
I think they've played like 13 or 14 games.
Wow, that's a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Donovan Mitchell,
Yes.
Sarah's a homie from the Wine. He's leading them to crazy heights right now. So
Wow.
let's see if the Celtics can slow him down.
Yeah.
Slow him down.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Celtics can beat their ass.
Oh, okay, perfect. Obviously, to watch the NFL, NCAA football, and Wicked comes out this week. So I will be definitely trying to watch that at some point next week. We're going to try to head over to the movies because this weekend we got a big weekend coming up. We got Victoria and Ryan's wedding weekend coming up.
Wow, big Celtics. Speaking of Celtics.
Yeah, speaking of Celtics, huge Celtics fan. So big weekend coming up. We are so hyped, so excited. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week. And we love you. We love you. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. And cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Love you. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.